who is the sleaziest, the most scandalous, penny pinching, hustling scumbag in the sport of boxing today? It is undoubtedly Bob Arum. Man, I'm losing more and more respect for this man every fucking week. I can't even open up a boxing web page without hearing this man Bob Arum outdo himself, break his own scandalous record, and doing something even more scandalous every damn week. I mean, who does this shit, guys? Who fucking writes out a contract and then says, you know what, we ain't even gonna go by this contract. I'ma just go ahead and break the contract and do whatever the fuck I wanna do. This is what this man is doing now with this Tim Bradley Marquez fight. I mean, you fucking put in a contract that you're gonna have Olympic style random drug testing, whether it's Usada, Vada, etc., whatever. You put this shit in writing, right? And then you got the nerve to say, you know what, I changed my mind, Tim Bradley. We're not going to go by that. We're going to go ahead and do some other shit so I could save some damn money. Or is it really saving money? Is he in cahoots with Marquez? I mean, I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore. I mean, I've been saying for the longest, I don't think that Marquez was doing anything. He just caught Manny Pacquiao with a shot that Manny Pacquiao didn't see. But when you see all the scrambling and all the breaking contracts and all this kind of shit that Bob is doing, the shit looks highly suspicious. Now, for those of you guys who didn't follow the story, let me give you more of an insight of exactly what happened in this situation. Okay, Tim Bradley, he wanted Olympic-style drug testing from the beginning that this fight was even talked about. All right, we already know that after Marquez knocked out Manny Pacquiao and he was working with one of the guys who got busted in the Balco scandal, with Victor Conti, that already raised eyebrows, and plus Marquez looked a little muscular. Like I said before, I didn't really think that he was doing anything at the time, and I don't know what to think anymore because of what's going on. I just truly thought that Marquez caught Manny Pacquiao with a shot that he did not see. When you get caught with a shot that you do not see, it doesn't matter how hard the punch is, because you don't brace yourself for the punch, so you could be taken out a lot easier than the shot you actually see coming your way, right? So anyway, Bob Arum, he agrees to Bradley's terms. He puts it in the contract. He puts it in writing. So now what Bob Arum is trying to do is he's trying to come up with some last minute way of testing through Nevada Athletic Commission, and this is supposed to substitute for Usada and Vada, right? Now what makes this so bad is originally in the contract and the way Vada and Usada sets it up, Tim Bradley and Marquez, they were supposed to start testing the first week of July. We're already in August. It's August the 5th now, and they haven't even started testing yet. So it doesn't really give anybody, especially Tim Bradley, confidence that this shit is going to be dealt with professionally. And it doesn't give Tim Bradley any confidence that Marquez is going to come in the ring clean. And see, guys, when you look at shit like this should give you more of an understanding why the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight, it never took place. Bob Arum never had intentions of this shit happening. I don't know if he knew something when it came to the drug testing, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. Manny Pacquiao definitely was suspect, because he could have took the test. He could have called up Bob Arum and said, "I want to take the test," but Manny didn't want to take it because he was very fucking suspect at the time, right? But then at the same time, Bob Arum is constantly contradicting himself and flipping his story. Right after Manny Pacquiao got knocked out, all of a sudden Bob Arum, he goes to the media and said, "We need Olympic style drug testing and this and that and this and that." Then all of a sudden when he's put to the test, this motherfucker still doesn't do the right thing. Now he's trying to break a fucking contract. Can you believe this shit? And then all of a sudden, at the same time while Bob Arum is doing all this scandalous shit, Marquez pops up on the website saying, oh, look at Bradley. He's showing his fear now. When you put that Marquez comment together with what Bob Arum is already doing, that does not do any justice for Marquez. It does not make him look any better, right? It does not make him look any better. And once again, man, these are the double standards that exist in this sport of boxing. I have to go back to it because it's perfectly relevant to what I'm talking about right now. Nonito Donaire. This man decides he is going to do year-round Olympic random style drug testing, right? Now, when Donaire does this, he's praised for doing it. HBO giving him the highest accolades, constantly praising him, even though Donaire says, yeah, the thing about me doing this is I'm never going to ask my opponent to do it just because I'm doing it. I'm just going to do it for my own personal reasons, right? But then, of course, when he fights Guillermo Rigondeaux, all of a sudden he contradicts himself, and now he's saying, oh no, if I'm fighting you, you got to take the test. What did Rigo say? Rigo said, there ain't no problem with me. Shit, I'll take the test whenever you want me to take it. I've been doing this shit throughout the Olympics forever. I have no problem taking it, right? How come Marquez is not saying that? How come Bob Arum is not doing that? And why did Donaire get praised for him standing up for Olympic-style drug testing, but Tim Bradley is not getting praised for him standing up to taking testing? This is all Tim Bradley said. Tim Bradley said, if I fight Marquez, he's going to have to be tested. And all of a sudden, Bob Arum says, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to put it in the contract. He will be tested. Now, all of a sudden, Bob Arum, he's reneging on what he said. And fucking Tim Bradley is left out in the cold. And nobody is defending Tim Bradley. Nobody is saying, man, we need to be giving them props for what he did. You think Jim Lampley is going to go on his motherfucking TV show and start praising Tim Bradley for how he's standing up for Olympic-style drug testing like he did for Nonito Donaire? Don't be so fucking naive. You know that shit ain't going to happen. Tim Bradley got to fend for himself. And to add insult to injury, you got motherfuckers sending comments saying, oh, look at Tim Bradley. Trying to, basically concur with Marquez and saying, yeah, look at Tim Bradley. He afraid now. Tim Bradley afraid now. But when Nonito Donaire flat out said before there was even negotiations, if Rigo don't take the test, we ain't going to have no fight. All of a sudden, Nonito Donaire, he was a hero. He was credited for cleaning up the sport. Come on, man. We know what time it is in this damn sport. Like I said, it's all hypocritical. It's all a gang of fucking double standards. You gonna put the shit in a contract and then fucking and leave this man out in the cold. Now fucking Bradley, he gotta make a decision if he's gonna just fucking let this shit ride and not know what the fuck Marquez is hiding, not know what the fuck Bob Arum may be hiding. And Bradley's just supposed to jump in that motherfucker raw with no protection. So it's looking like Tim Bradley, he may be forced to go in a situation that he was promised he wouldn't have to go into. So, I'm going to keep following this story and see what happens. Anyway, guys, I'm on to the next one.